Assalamu alaikum students. Standard 5th. Subject English. Topic number 28. All about money. Students, let us start with the notes of topic number 28. All about money. So students, the page which you can see on your right hand side is of your English workbook. So these are the meanings which we learned. Then let us start with summative evaluation. First, written practice, classwork, homework. Assignment textbook pages 68 and 69. So this is page 68 and this is page 69 of your English textbook. Now let me zoom in and let us start with the first question. Question 1. Write the answers to the following questions in 1 or 2 words only. First, what is the currency of United States? So, as we saw in this page, here in the United States, they use dollars, right? So, here we will write dollar. Second, name any 2 things used as money in the past. So, let us look at this page. See here, people also used bricks of salt, shells and cowries as money in the past. So, let us name any 2 things. So, shells, cowries. Third, name 2 precious metals used as money in the past. So, the answer is here. Then they began to use bits of precious metals like gold, silver and copper as money. So, let us write any 2. So, gold, silver. Next, where was paper money first used? So we saw here that paper money was first used in China about 1000 years ago, right? So the answer is China. Next, 5th, who prints currency notes? So we saw here that these notes are printed by the government, right? So we will write here the government of a country. Question 2. Write a short note on money. So on the basis of this, we can write a short note. So we can write, we need money to buy things and pay people their salaries. And today, the money we use is in the form of coins and notes. But long ago, people did not use coins or notes. They exchanged one thing for another. They gave grain, cattle, stones, bricks of salt, shells, etc. in return for things like clothes, tools, etc. Then they began to use precious metals like gold, silver and copper. Paper money was first used in China about 1000 years ago. Notes are printed by the government of a country. No one else is allowed to print notes. Different countries use different coins and notes, and the money is known by different names. So in India, we call it rupee. In the US, they use dollars, and in England, pounds. We must use the notes carefully. We must not write on the notes, crumple them, or damage them in any way. So students, as you can see, with the help of this, we have written a short note on money. Now next, page 86 of your workbook. So let me zoom in. Question 3. Look at the following table and make meaningful sentences from it. So first is, she was tired. So here we'll write, but she finished her homework. So first, she was tired, but she finished her homework. Then next, she wanted to buy a car, but she had no money. Then third, he was angry, but he did not fight. Next, he did not know the answer, but he did not copy his friend's answer. The next fifth one, they did not have money, but they lived happily. So here, fifth, they did not have money, but they lived happily. And the last one, he did not read the book, but he knew the story. So he did not read the book, but he knew the story. Now next, now try joining the sentences in the two columns using first and second because. Can you do it? If so, for which sentences? So students, as we can see here, that we cannot join any of the sentences using and, right? So they will not make sense, but we can use because only for the last sentence, right? So we will write here, we cannot join any of the sentences using and. They will not make sense. We can use because only for the last sentence. That is, he did not read the book because he knew the story. Now let us go to the next page, page 87 of your English workbook. So let me zoom in. So, B activity project. Ask your parents or some other grown-ups to show you some used notes. Observe them carefully. Have they been used properly? Write your observations. So this question is for homework. Next, write an autobiography of a 100 rupee note in about 8 to 10 lines. Now here students, in your workbook it is given 1000 rupee note, but according to textbook we will be writing an autobiography of a 100 rupee note. So students, an autobiography is a self-written account of one's life. Okay, so we are going to write an autobiography of a 100 rupee note. So you can write, hello friends, I am a 100 rupee note. I was born in the year 2019. Pretty and violet. I have a great value. The great leader of India's freedom struggle, Mahatma Gandhi's portrait on me is a matter of great pride for me. My journey has been a long one. From one person to another, poor and rich, young and old. I have been with them all, even though for a short while. So students, in this way you can write an autobiography of a 100 rupee note on your own. Next, page 88 of your workbook. So let me zoom in. Question 3. Read the passage given on textbook page 70. So this is page 70 of the textbook, and here it is given what? Draw a tree diagram to show the information, and here it is written what? Look at the diagram on page 68. It is called a tree diagram because it has branches. Now read the following and draw a tree diagram to show this information. So students, according to this question, textbook page 68, here as you can see, it is called a tree diagram because it has branches. So now we have to read the following and draw a tree diagram to show this information. So let us start. So now, as here this is what? Things in our surroundings form two groups, living things and non-living things. So here we'll write what? We'll write our surroundings, and then here there are two, that is living things, non-living things, right? Then living things are of two kinds, plants and animals. So we'll write here plants, animals. And there are two types of plants, flowering plants and non-flowering plants. So here there are two types of plants, right? So we'll write here flowering, non-flowering. Then if we consider animals, we see that some animals lay eggs. They are oviparous animals. And some animals give birth to their young ones. They are viviparous animals. So here under this we'll write oviparous lay eggs, viviparous give birth to young ones. So students, in this way we have made a tree diagram to show this information.